Hello and welcome to the second of 4 videos about Pride during Pride Month, because that's what you do during Pride Month. I hope you're doing well. I am doing terribly, but we're not going to talk about that. So, what we're going to talk about today is probably going to be the one negative video that I'm going to do, but I think it's important to talk about. So, when you're talking about Pride and the LGBT plus community in relation to ace and aro communities, you can't not address the fact that a lot of people don't think that ace and aro people deserve to be in the LGBT plus community, whatever that means. And it frustrates the hell out of me. I'm sick and tired of people excluding ace and aro people from the LGBT plus communities. If they want to be a part of it, that is perfectly fine. To me, the LGBT plus community should be a place where minority gender identities and sexual orientations or romantic orientations can feel safe and accepted. And it's a place where you can bring together these people, and it's a place where you can use, on a platform that you can use to fight for rights of minority orientations or gender identities. But not everyone sees it that way. A lot of people seem to think that it is this exclusive club which you need a certain level of oppression to be part of, which is just nonsense, and it belittles the oppression and the difficulties and the struggles that ace people do face and aro people do face because of how, for example, how hypersexualized society is. It pressures us into conforming to a norm, which is exactly the same as gay people being pressured to be in heteronormative relationships. We still have issues, and it still causes significant mental health problems for ace people, and it still results in the worst case of issues of corrective rape. And I'm sick and tired of these people who decide that ace and aro people don't belong in the LGBT plus community. I know it isn't the majority. I know there are plenty of LGBT plus people who are perfectly fine and accepting of ace and aro people. But there is still maybe a vocal minority who really don't accept us and who really don't think we should be part of the LGBT plus community. And the thing is, it's not even a debate at this point. We are and we have been part of the LGBT plus community pretty much since its inception. You can see, even though maybe we weren't as loud as other orientations, you can see examples of asexual people and people identifying as asexual going back to the conception of the LGBT plus community. And we're all fighting for the same thing here. We're fighting to be seen. We're fighting to be accepted. In ace and aro case, we're fighting for a world where we don't get advised to or sent to the doctors because there's something clinically wrong with us, or a world where people don't pressure you into having sex because they think that they can magically cure you by raping you. And the thing that gets me is that people seem to think that by empowering and accepting ace people, that is taking away from the rights and the strength of gay people or lesbians or bi people. And obviously that's not the case. It's not like there is a finite amount of acceptance to share around, and by supporting one group of people, you are automatically like knocking down a different community. It's like support and acceptance of multiple sexualities, orientations, gender identities is not mutually exclusive. You can be supportive of everyone, and it doesn't weaken any particular part of it. Like movements like this, like the LGBT plus community, shouldn't be striving to empower one orientation above others. It shouldn't, because that's the problem in the first place, isn't it? Like, the reason why LGBT plus people need to fight for rights and acceptance is because straight people are more acceptable in society. They have more rights and all that. And if you were, for example, just to focus on the gay community and bring them to like the same standard as straight people in general society, that would be wonderful. Believe me, as a gay person, that would be wonderful. But you've still got the same problem. It's a larger group of people up here, but there's still going to be the minority sexual orientations and the minority gender identities down here, which still have all these issues and still aren't accepted. And that isn't fair. The LGBT plus community should be trying to lift everyone up so everyone's on an equal playing field, so that everyone has equal rights and everyone is equally accepted. It shouldn't be a competition as to who gets the rights, who gets the acceptance. It doesn't make any sense, and it's just... it's exclusion for the point of exclusion, and I really hate it. But yes. Fortunately, the majority of LGBT plus people don't feel this way, and hopefully by getting rid of misconceptions about asexuality and aromanticism and improving visibility for it, we can make it so ace and aro people are more accepted. Because it frustrates me when the majority of acephobia and arophobia comes from people within the LGBT plus community. If you've got anything you want to add, then send it in the comments below. I'm not normally this riled up. I try to stay positive wherever possible, but with everything that's been going on in the world, I am very annoyed. Obviously, you all know it's been going on around the world with regards to the protests and the police's abuse of power in the United States in particular. That's been really affecting my mental health because I hate it when people are discriminated against or violence is committed because someone is different. And I know that I'm in a position of privilege, and I hate that. I hate that there are people who are naturally treated better or treated worse because of something they can't control. It shouldn't be that way. And humans are always saying how they're the most advanced animals on the planet, but when they regress to being racist or generally discriminatory, I can't see it. The reason I haven't made a video dedicated specifically to it is because I don't feel comfortable making a video about something which I'm not well versed in or suitably well informed about. That's why I tried to stick to topics about asexuality and aromanticism, because that's something I've researched at depth and that's something I know about personally. But that doesn't mean that I don't care or that I don't think it's important. Know that if you are a person of colour, I wholeheartedly support you, and I am so sorry that you face these issues. It sickens me. It sickens me that people can be like that. I really hope that something good can come of this and that it will ultimately be a positive change for Black community and other ethnic minorities. If you can, I really urge you to give to charities who support Black people and minorities. I'll leave some links in the description. Also support Black creators. I tweeted about it briefly, but I'll leave some links to some aces of colour that I know of on YouTube. So go check them out if you're interested. Yeah. Otherwise, if you enjoyed this video, then please leave a like. I post videos every Saturday, so if you want to see more, then feel free to subscribe. That is all I had to say today. Have a wonderful day, and I shall see you next time.